hot out here. So what's up, everyone? DJ Hamilton, DJ Sports Show. Got some FAQs for y'all on this very hot day. Oh my goodness. Hope you all enjoying the summer. So I just want to answer some of them. So the first question is, who are the guests you know personally that I've interviewed in my Trends 24? Well, there's a few of them. From Anthony Simon, who was my very first guest, the former Maryland High School star basketball player who also played college ball at Dominican College and at New Paltz. And now he's on his way to being a lawyer, so that's my guy right there, my guy Anthony. Nicholas Julian as well, who played Dominican College soccer and at New Haven as well. He has his own podcast called Time Out Podcast, so make sure y'all go check that out. Him and Steve be killing it, so make sure I go check them out as well. They be killing it, and they're from the same area as me. Also know Lamont Edwards, I know him since 7th grade. Him, Nick, and Anthony, I've known since 7th grade. So I know all of them for over a decade plus, and they're still my homies to this day. Donnie Feldman, known since 5th grade. I know him a very long time, the hockey player interview. Ainsley Almanor, who's going to play at Kentucky. I've known him since the Sandbox days, so he's definitely one as well. And then I feel like I'm forgetting one that I've known personally. So Ainsley, Nicholas Julian, Arion, I've known since high school, 2016, 15 actually. I've known each other for almost a decade now. That's one of my realest friends right there. He's been there through the highest times and darkest times of my life. That's my boy for life, man, for real. He knows. So yeah, those are the ones I know personally. Deepest, Jonathan Schickler, the golfer I interviewed, and he's my next question. Who's the deepest story you've ever done? Deepest story is Jonathan Schickler, golfer that I interviewed back in the winter of 2021 during my senior break from college. Jonathan's story was, man, very, very emotional. The guy did a cocaine, doing cocaine. His dad passed away from heroin overdose. Yeah, that was very deep. It made me really sad, honestly. Just even talking about it now is making me emotional. The guy, he dealt with a lot, man, but he never gave up. He fought through, and now he's doing great for himself. And he had a former partner that passed away in a tragic car accident. So he's dealt with a lot of grief, and his story of everybody's was the deepest by far. Like, that was audio only during that time, and I felt it. That speaks volumes. But yeah, my guy's been through wars, but he never gave up. He kept pushing, and he's doing great things now. He has his own car trading business called Palmetto Pulls. Make sure you guys go check it out on Instagram. He's doing his thing. He's really built that from the ground up. This guy has with this brand, and I'm really proud of him never giving up. And he knows I'm always here for him. And that's my brother right there. Jonathan Schickler, I know you'll see this. Funniest guest? Cameron Vaughn.
Killer Cam. How you doing, my brother?
My dog. Good to see you again, brother.
It's great to have you here, man.
For sure.
I know it's your first interview. You nervous?
Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I feel right at home. I'm used to the studio, bro. You know, I'll be rapping and all that. You know how I get.
Oh, really?
Nah, I'm chatting, bro. Trying to be making stuff up.
Yo, Cam was like, I'm a funny dude. I know Cam since 7th grade too, so I forgot to mention him in the one that I know personally. Yeah, Cam I've known. He's a year older than me, and Anthony, and Lamont, and Nicholas. He's a year older than us. So he was in 8th grade when I was in 7th grade in Pomona. Yeah, Cam, I've had some great interviews with, man, that dude is a funny guy. That was the funniest interview by far. That dude is he's a jokester, he's a fitness trainer, he's the JV head coach of the Maryland High School Gryphons boys basketball team, and he's really a stand-up guy, great dude all around. He has a good heart, and yeah, that dude, I told him he could be a comedian if he wanted to. Like, if he really put his mind to it, I feel like he could be a comedian, because that dude is funny. I was dying in that interview, man. That was even before the interview. So yeah, that was a great one. The best hooper, man. I've interviewed some great hoopers through the years, man. Oof. Anthony Simon, Lamont Edwards, Ainsley Almanor playing at Kentucky now. He played at probably Dickinson University. Nazir Williams plays at Cornell. He's a Nyack legend. He scored over 1,000 career points in high school. Went to St. Joe's as well with Ainsley. Man, I mean, Lucas Sayom, Sam St. Lucia, Rylan Blondo, the list goes on and on. But Breonna Fitzgerald, I'll have to say it's her. Like, she separates herself from the pack. When you're the all-time leading scorer in a program's history, man or woman, that is saying a lot. When you're also two-time Carol Ekman Female Athlete of the Year, come on now. Two-time SUNYAC Women's Basketball Player of the Year, and she's also a multiple-time champion, winning two-time SUNYAC Conference Championship for the women's New Paltz basketball team. Like, something to be said. Like, she scored over 1,000 career points in high school as well, and she did that her junior year of high school. Junior year of high school. Now, even doing it your senior year is great, but doing it your junior year is just different. Gotta give respect to her, man. She won the South County Defensive Player of the Year, senior year of high school, the South County Player of the Year. The list goes on and on. She's broken so many records at New Paltz. She's the first to do this at New Paltz. Like, and there's been some great players in women's basketball history at New Paltz, which is saying a lot. She's perennial All-American, perennial All-Region selection. She was the SUNYAC Rookie of the Year in 2022, the year I sports announced there for the school. Yeah, and I've interviewed her teammates too, Julia Sabatino and Jenny Walton as well. But yeah, Brianna Fitzgerald, she takes the cake. Best hooper, definitely the best hooper. The best athlete you've interviewed so far, Brianna. Like I said, I don't really need to go any further. Luis Granados, he comes close though. The record-breaking goalkeeper for Manville College, who also is playing for the California Soccer Club professionally in California, where he's from, Pasadena, California. Those two, I would say, are my top two athletes of all time. The records they broke in, their accolades are second to none. Like, respectfully, everybody I've interviewed is great, but like we always do with greats, we always have to, when it comes to sports athletes or musicians and music artists, or favorite movies of all time, foods and all that, we always gotta rank the greatest of the greats. We always, there's levels, So I would say those two. Yeah, everybody's great, but those two separate themselves from the fact being record breakers, record holders. But I'll have to say the best athlete, I'll give the small edge to Brianna, just because she's the all-time leading scorer in the program's history, which says a lot. When you're the record holder in the program history, that says a lot. And when you're the first to do so many things, which he has for so many different accolades, being perennial All-American, like I said, all-region, first to do this, first to do that, getting triple doubles in college, like what? So yeah, Brianna. Favorite moment in my brand's history. Oh man, there's a lot of great moments. From getting on radio, with my radio announcement, to getting my first sponsor with Skylands Pharmacy, my guy Jason Wu, to meeting Rich Paul, and to interviewing Rob Parker. I'll have to say, man, there's so many, because I love interviews too. Oh man, I'll have to say, I feel like it's between meeting NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Rich Paul, CEO of Clutch Sports and LeBron James' agent. Those two I say are 1A, 1B. And if I have to choose one, I'm going to give it to Adam Silver. I mean, that little kid in me before DJ Sports Show, the way I'm obsessed with getting better at this, I was with basketball. Always working on my game, grinding, I was in this type of blazing heat growing up, 100 degrees, 90, working on my game. I did not care. I was relentless, resilient. I've always been like this. It's not something that was developed. I've always had this killer will to want to be the best I can be successful in life, be great. I'm gonna die trying. But yeah, Adam Silver, it was like I got drafted, man. Like my older brother said, with the first pick. It was that night I felt like, when I met Adam Silver, shout out to my guy Samuel Gu, man, I gotta get you on the show, man. He said, yo, DJ, around Thanksgiving time last year, like a week before, like a few days before Thanksgiving. It's like, yo, I've been seeing your brand, man. You really do your thing. I want to invite you to this NBA holiday party. I'm about to invite one guest for free. I want to invite you, man. You've really been putting the work in, and I know you love basketball the most of any sport, so. And then, yeah, one of his friends, actually, they didn't even want to go to the parties. I was like, sign me up. I was like, yeah, I got it. I like connections I'll get to form, people I'll get to meet, which I did. And then if I said if the commissioner's there, I'm going to shake his hand and I'm going to get a picture with him, because I might not ever get that chance again. And I said, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Just when I say with affirmative action in my voice, that tone, I'm going to do it. And man, I did it. Commissioner was mad cool. He's taller than me, and I'm 6'3", he's 6'4", so he has like an inch on me. That's the greatest moment in DJ Sports Show history. I'll have to give it to the commissioner, a slight edge over Rich Paul. And I love Rich, don't get me wrong. But if I had to choose one, that little kid in me, he was emotional. He was like, man, I feel like I just got drafted to the NBA, man. Due to something I created. If not for DJ Sports Show, I'm not shaking Rich Paul's hand. I'm not shaking the commissioner's hand of the NBA, Adam Silver. I don't meet Steve Weiss, NFL Network, all the OGs from Atlanta. The list goes on and on. Like, there's so many great memories through these 4 years. That 19-year-old kid created this, man. So, yeah, Adam Silver, definitely the greatest moment in DJ Sports Show history. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Ooh. Hopefully at a network somewhere in sports, hopefully full-time, good-paying job, what I love to do. I love sports, but hopefully covering basketball. That's my strongest sport. That's my favorite sport. I always said I want to continue to make a difference in people's lives, which I've done with this brand. And I started from scratch. And let's be somewhere where they appreciate me, let me do my stuff, help me become all I can be. I don't care if it's ESPN, MSG, Fox, NBC, or start somewhere locally. I don't care. Hopefully 5 years from now, I'm up there, you know. Wherever I'm at, I know God's gonna lead the way, but just somewhere successful, hopefully on air or writing. Those are two. I do work on video editing too, so I know how to do a little bit of everything, jack of all trades. But you don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I feel like I really am mastering, like, again, sharper at writing. I feel like every single year since I started in 2021 with the writing, and then also the being on air. I've been doing podcasts since 2020. So, and I took it to the next level last year, doing visual interviews, and then again on radio. So, yeah, I'll say something on air or writing. That's where at a hopefully a major company such as Fox or ESPN, NBC, you name it, CBS, Yes Network, wherever, that's gonna appreciate me, value me, and help me become all I can be. So something on air or writing.